Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Marvel Snap. Today, well, first off, I'm actually trying out a new, slightly different format for my videos. Usually prior to this video, I would start at the main screen and then move to the deck screen. Now I'm trying out this format where I just start out at the deck screen right away. The idea with this is it might save like a minute or two of just me rambling, so we can start talking about the deck right away and get into the games just a couple minutes faster. Anyway, though, what are we playing today? Well, as you can see, we're playing Death Wave. I will be honest with you, I know this deck idea is a thing. Like, I know a lot of people have had the idea of like, yeah, wave on 5 plus like death plus big unit on 6. I have built this deck without looking it up though. The idea that I had when I thought of this deck was, okay, Moon Girl on 4, copying death, wave on 5, and then we play like 2 deaths and we play something else like Arrow or Hulk. So what does that mean? We have to get 3 kills here, 3 card destructions for that to happen, which is relatively easy in my opinion. I will be honest with you, this is kind of a budget-ish list. There are a couple of pool 3 cards I would love to play in this deck that I'm not playing. We'll of course talk about them, but let's go and actually talk about this deck and why certain cards are in here. First up, we got Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is here basically just as a replacement. One of those cards that I want to put in this deck that I don't have is Mysterio. Mysterio is kind of doing a similar thing to what Squirrel Girl is doing and just giving us lots of bodies to destroy. But Mysterio has the upside of not dying to Killmonger, which I think is a pretty good upside. And Mysterio's got a lot of stats. Even after the nerf, I think Mysterio is still really good for this deck. Next up, we got Nova. Nova's just good, I think. We're destroying our cards, so Nova's just solid overall. We want to have our cards get destroyed. I feel like as long as you have at least 2 units that aren't going to die, Nova's great. You know, you got like Bucky, well, technically Winter Soldier, Carnage, Deathlock, the Mysterio illusions if we were playing Mysterio, Killmonger, etc., etc. So Nova's just good. Yondu, really like Yondu. Sure, he dies to Killmonger, but I think Yondu is great for a couple of reasons. The main one being he destroys a card. At first, when I was first building this deck, I wasn't sure if it worked because it says on reveal, remove the top card of your opponent's deck. I wasn't sure if this would count towards death's discounts. People in my chat told me it would. I tested it out and it worked, thankfully. Which actually, I'm wondering why that works that way, but something like Wolverine getting destroyed by Yondu doesn't work. Probably like some internal coding or whatever. But yeah, that's mostly why I like Yondu. Also just a small, cheap unit that can help make your, what's his name, Carnage a little bit bigger. Speaking of which, we got Bucky next. Bucky is just a great card to have get destroyed. Winter Soldier as well is just lots of stats as well, like turn 1 like Nova, Bucky, Carnage, or maybe like Yondu, Bucky, Carnage usually wins games or wins lanes by itself a lot of the time, or at the very least helps fight for a lane very well. Next up we got Carnage. Just Carnage is big and we have a lot of things to destroy, and he's just a way to destroy stuff, so we're going to play Carnage, of course. Not much to talk about. Killmonger's just here for 1, destroying our own stuff, and 2, he's just a great card overall, being able to destroy opponent's stuff too, like rocks against Patriot decks, 1-drops against Zoo stuff, Nightcrawlers, etc., etc., Sunspot. So Killmonger overall is just great. Next we got Wave. Discounts our stuff or makes everything 4 mana. We're trying to like abuse this by being able to play like a big unit on 6 and playing Death, because Death's discount will subtract from the 4 mana. So if you've killed 3 things, Death will get discounted to 4 from Wave and then get the 3 discount from you destroying cards. to bring death down to 1 mana, which is why I'm playing Moon Girl, to have 2 1-mana deaths get played and then something else like an arrow. So yeah, and it kind of screws with your opponent too, so that's really nice. Makes it really awkward for them to play stuff on turn 6. Next up, what do we got? We got Deathlock. He's big and he helps activate our Destruction Synergy. Not much to talk about there, really. Next up, we got Moon Girl. I honestly do think Moon Girl is not that great for this deck, but I kind of like the Moon Girl copying death, drop 2 deaths and another big unit kind of strategy. I do think it's a little inconsistent is the main problem, but I still like it. It's still fun. I'd rather just cut Moon Girl and play other units like Hood, but whatever. I think I kind of, with this version of the deck, I kind of need, in my opinion, I think I need a Moon Girl, because without Hood, and specifically the Demon from Hood and Mysterio to a lesser extent, we're kind of missing out on a lot of stats. So yeah, I kind of like Moon Girl for the extra big units. Next up is our top end. Arrow is just nuts and crazy good, really just wins games by herself. I won so many games thanks to Arrow. Got her recently from the shop, and I've just been playing her in a lot of decks, and she is so crazy good. Hulk is a budget option, in all honesty. I would rather be playing Magneto in this list, but I don't have Magneto, so I'm playing Hulk. And our last card is Death. Like I was saying earlier, we want to kill at least 3 units. We want to copy Death with Moon Girl and then play Wave on turn 5, drop 2 deaths that are 1 mana each, and then we drop something else, either an Arrow or a Hulk. And hopefully that's good enough to win 2 lanes. And it should be, usually. Be careful of like Shang-Chi's, I would say. Like Shang-Chi is a little annoying if you're going for like Arrow, trying to get an Arrow win. Cosmo could be annoying as well. But I think this deck is solid. I think this deck would get really, really powerful, or in my opinion, I think this deck could be much more powerful if I had the cards I was missing. If I had every card in the game, how would I update this list though? First off, I would remove Squirrel Girl for Mysterio. That's the first thing. Nova would stay in. Yondu, Bucky, Carnage, and Killmonger would all stay in. Wave and Deathlock are still in. Moon Girl, I would remove Moon Girl for Hood, and I would remove Hulk for Magneto. That's the only 3 changes I would make for now. Maybe after playing with that list, I would change it up some more, but I haven't played with that list, but in my brain, that's how I would change it and play it. That's what I would like to play, but I don't have those cards, so we're playing this version I made that tries to duplicate Death with Moon Girl. And I think it's pretty solid. But yeah, it's really fun seeing people try to like fight you, and you know, especially people who don't know what like you're trying to do with Wave. They'll play the game out. They see like, I feel like if you see a turn 5 Wave, you should be expecting some death shenanigans. But I will run into people who just don't play around it. They'll just see like turn 5 Wave and they'll even snap. And because they're really confident, I'm just like, okay, death, death, Arrow, or death, death, Hulk. Anyway, though, very fun deck to play. I think it's really powerful. Like I said, if you have those cards I mentioned, replace them for what I said you would replace, and then go from there. I think the cards I am playing, the pool 3 cards I am playing, though, are necessary. Really, the only necessary card is Wave and Death. If you don't have Wave or Death, really you can't play it. It's like they're the namesake of the deck or something. If you don't have Arrow, honestly, I feel like if you don't have Arrow, I would play probably America Chavez over her. I think America Chavez would be fine over Arrow. Anyway, though, like I said, fun deck. Can't wait to play it a little bit on ladder. Can't wait to show it off. Hopefully we get some nice wins and get a few cubes. So let's go and play some games. Well, that's a problem. That's a very big problem. Kinda needed Deathlock, in all honesty. Well, I don't know, like, I can work with this if I can draw well here. That does not help. That does not help at all. I don't want a Carnage just yet, so I'm just gonna Yondu right here. Okay, Magneto's gone. Magneto, Nova, Angela. What are they doing? Does that even do anything for me? I could Killmonger and destroy their Nova now before they can actually get anything. I lose my board is the problem. Let's go for it. Like, I want to do this before they buff whatever they just played. Like, sure, I lose Yondu as well, but I think screwing their Nova really helps out. Okay, so I can, like, Bucky Carnage. I don't know, this is bad. We did not draw that well. Like, Bucky Carnage isn't terrible, but I need something. Now, I'm gonna drop Wave on 5. And then what? I don't know what they're doing on the left, by the way. Squirrel Girl. Sure, I guess. Well, let's drop it here, I guess. Oh, and GG! Victory. I don't know why they conceded. I'll be honest with you, I also don't know why they played so heavily to the left. Yeah, I don't know why they conceded. No one snapped. Maybe their hand's that bad. Like, let's see here. They have 3 cards left. I don't know. Like, oh well. Easy win to start with. Sadly, no death. Didn't find that much of our top end, but hey, we got a nice win. Well, got our opponent to retreat. So let's go to the next game. Okay, I can work with this. Okay, this is a great start, actually. I was gonna say, like, okay, I can work with this. Like, Bucky Carnage is nuts with Ninja. But now I can play, like, Squirrel Girl, Bucky, Carnage. That gets rid of the Ninja. So that probably auto wins this lane. So let's just play Squirrel Girl here. And go from there. Now, of course, they can screw me with, like, armor or something. Well, Superflow kind of screws me, but whatever. Nice! Okay, if I can draw death, I'm not going to snap back because, you know, I don't think I'm in a bad spot, but I don't think I'm in a great enough spot to snap back. But I'm not going to retreat. I think we're in an okay spot. Lady Sif. This card's hella. Oh, are they gonna Ghost Rider me? Okay. Well, that might be a problem. So we're just gonna, like, Carnage. And I guess I'll Yondu mid. Really need to draw death here? Would I like a Moon Girl? No, Moon Girl doesn't do much. Dracula's gone. And if I remember correctly, that doesn't technically activate the discard. There's Ghost Rider gone. All right, X-Mansion RNG. Good RNG? Okay. Sure, I guess. That's not great. That's actually pretty bad for me. I think I lose. I think Arrow just made me lose the game. Wait, there's no way. They can't play... Oh, they're going to play Infinite. That's what they're doing. They're going to Infinite me on the left. Can I do anything if they Infinite on the left? I don't think so. Like, that should be Infinite, right? Yep. And GG? Unless I hit death. And it's not death. Okay. Yeah. No, didn't draw death. If I had drawn death, could I have done anything? Probably, actually. No, I probably couldn't do anything. Like, I would do what? Drop Death, Hulk on the left, and hope they don't drop anything in Superflow? With 7 mana? Oh well. GG, we lost. It happens. Lost an extra cube because I didn't retreat right away, but that's X-Mansion for you. I don't know. The Infinite was, The Infinite is strong, but I really think X-Mansion giving them Arrow and giving me Ghost Rider basically really making it so I barely got any stats here, although they got 8 stats. Hurt a lot. I do think this is a bad matchup, too. I feel like if I wanted to make this matchup better, I would play Shang-Chi or Cosmo. The discard Hella deck, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's go to game number 3. Okay, I was about to say I just need a little bit of discard fodder. True Nova. Pretty nice. Now, what do I want? Squirrel Girl? Oh, they have their Squirrel Girl. Are you also a, like, budget Deathwave deck, or are you just Zoo? Yo, I actually drew the Squirrel Girl. Okay, okay. I think I'm just gonna Carnage on the right? Okay, so they are Destruction or Discard or Deathwave. Not Zoo. That's so good for Carnage. Like, holy crap, that's so good for Carnage. And we're gonna start doing that. I wish I had my Nova still. Debris. Thank you? I think? I'm just gonna play Carnage again. And then I think I might, like, Deathlock Carnage. This way I can get, like, a 0 mana death and then maybe play Arrow. Alright, they're doing their Carnage shenanigans. I'm actually kind of surprised why they're fighting for Carnage lane. And now I can just, like, do this? Honestly, should I snap? I'm gonna snap. They're probably gonna retreat if I snap, but let's do this. Because their Carnage that they copied is smaller than my Carnage. I have a 0 mana death coming up, but so do they. Venom? Venom's not that scary, is he? Carnage killing Carnage. Okay, whatever. So I just, like, Hulk mid, and yeah, I just Hulk mid, and I Carnage, not Carnage. Let's just do this. I death. Wait, I Arrow right, and then I death mid, and I win. GG. Like, unless they... Okay, GG. They probably saw it coming. I mean, I don't know if they saw the Arrow coming, but they probably knew, or like, yeah, they have another... At the very least, they knew I had another big Carnage. Yeah, they have a big... They have a Venom. But that's not doing anything, and mid was so small for them. So, yeah. Actually got a game where we got death. Didn't get Moon Girl death. We had Moon Girl at the very end, but no Moon Girl death. But hey... Didn't even wave. Don't even need wave. So let's go to game number 4, I believe. Sure. Well, I got wave. Oh, that's so good. I mean, extra card's nice. Carnage. Oh, hey, we got Moon Girl. Okay. Okay. This is good. If I can find, like, death, of course. We'll just start with Squirrel Girl here. I'm a little afraid of their them doing like an armor play, especially because they're playing Ant-Man. Since I know they're playing Ant-Man, this could be... I'm gonna just like Nova Yondu this. They're probably gonna drop armor on the left. This is like Destroyer, I'm guessing. No more. Mojo. So this is like Spectrum, no Destroyer. Killmonger. I could completely wipe the board. I think I'm just... I could have also considered saving Moon Girl for Nova, now that I think about it. I think I'm just going to Carnage now. Yeah. I could Carnage here. Killmonger. Yeah, let's Carnage here. Killmonger to get rid of Ant-Man later. Plus, this lets me buff whatever pops out of X-Mansion with Nova. Yeah, let's go for that. I like that play. And plus, they might play more one-drops. Armor. Well, so much for that idea. All right, good X-Mansion hits. Hey, Nova! All right, that'll work, sure. There's Death. Okay, that changes things. So I'm going to like... So this actually changes a lot of things now. Do I have enough units to die for Death? Like double Death? I think I do. So I'm going to... I think I'll Death on the right and Death on the left and keep mid doing whatever. I'm not going to snap. I'm going to snap? I'm not going to snap? I'm not going to snap. I'm scared. I don't think I'm that far ahead. Cosmo. Cosmo's whatever. Hopefully I draw like Hulk or something. I actually drew Hulk. Let's go. All right, so we'll just drop Wave and win the game. I'm not going to snap. I feel like if I snap now, they're gonna... You know what? Let's do it. I get two deaths and a Hulk here. Let's see if they concede. So I can drop like Hulk on the right, double Death on the left, or maybe Hulk mid, depending on what they do here. Okay, well, that just means I'm gonna drop double Death mid and Hulk on the right. I could arrow. Hold on, like Death, arrow to pull whatever they drop on the left to the right. Because I feel like they're gonna just drop Spectrum here. Ooh, give me 8 cubes. Come on, give me 8 cubes. I feel like it's a Spectrum on the left. And I should win that. Because Mojo gets canceled out. Wait, they can't drop Spectrum on the left. Or in the mid. Right, so I just win. GG. Thanks for the 8 cubes! I should have played Hulk, though. I will be honest with you. I played and locked in my game plan way too early. I locked in the arrow play because I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna play something mid because they want to activate Mojo or try to activate Mojo, and I forgot Cosmos there. And I knew they wanted a Spectrum, but yeah, I should have dropped Arrow. That was actually way closer than it had any right being. If I had just dropped Hulk and just smashed, I would have easily won. I mean, I still won, but hey, look, shouldn't have been close by only 1 power difference. Anyway, we actually got a game where we got to Moon Girl Death, so that's pretty sweet. So let's go and actually talk about the deck a little bit more before we end this video. Okay, so welcome back to the deck. I believe we played 4 games and I won 3 of them and I lost 1, if my memory is correct here. Only had 1 game where I actually got to do Moon Girl Death, other unit. But we got to showcase it off. I feel like those were good games, though. We got to showcase off everything this deck is trying to do. Had some wins where, you know, our opponent, of course, just retreats because they're scared and they think we actually have something. Had a game we played out and both of us snapped because my opponent, I don't know, for some reason thought they could outstat me. Had a loss, too, where we just didn't have a great hand. It happens, but I think the deck is great. I really think this deck is super powerful if I can just get those cards I mentioned, you know, Mysterio, Magneto, Hood. Like, Hood's Demon will give me so many stats on board. Magneto's similar to Arrow in that it just messes with their units and their positioning. Mysterio's also just some stats too, an extra destruction fodder as well for Carnage. So yeah, I really like the deck. I think it's very powerful. I'm actually I like it so much, and I'm probably going to make another video in the future, like in a month or so or whatever, when I probably have the other cards, though, the cards I just mentioned. But yeah, if you just... I built this deck because I recently got Death and Wave. I believe I got Wave first and then I got Death. And I was like, cool, what a cool combo this is. I want to play with it a bit. So I built this list. But yeah, it's really fun. Going turn 5 Wave, messing with their turn 6 while you get like a big unit plus what Death is really, really fun. So I would love to play it some more. Anyway, though, I'd love to hear your opinion on this deck. Do you think I'm overrating it and saying like Death Wave is OP? Do you have any ideas on other things I could do to improve the deck with cards I might not have? Do you think the Moon Girl game plan's a little too much? I think the Moon Girl game plan is a good replacement game plan since I don't have things like Hood or Mysterio and I just need more stats, and Double Death is very strong. Do you think there's a different 6-drop I could play over Hulk? I'm playing Hulk because I just want big stats, and Hulk is like the biggest stats for a 6-drop you can get, I think. I might be wrong on that in all honesty. Anyway, though, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. It always helps me and always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Marvel Snap content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Marvel Snap, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with all that said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!